Do you want to run your business in Nigeria without ever worrying about tax penalties, FIRS letters, IRS visits? You can actually run your business in Nigeria 100% tax compliant. And here is why it's very crucial to comply with taxes. Taxes causes pressure. It gives rises to fines, penalties, and interest on those penalties. And also, it gives you a bad credit score with banks, investors, and then people that want to put money in your business. And it also takes away your peace of mind. So if you have tax issues, you will not have peace of mind, because the tax authorities are always on your case, serving you letters and then threatening to close down your business. So here is a step-by-step guide that will help you to be compliant with your taxes from day one as a business starting or operating in Nigeria. Stay with us. So if you have watched up to this stage, kindly subscribe, like, and turn on the notification button, because this step-by-step guide is going to be very, very important to help you comply with taxes, either as a business just starting or as a business already operating in Nigeria. So the first thing you need to understand is how to register your business accurately. You need to register your business with the Corporate Affairs Commission first to ensure compliance, because that's where compliance starts from. Register your business accurately with the Corporate Affairs Commission. Obtain a CAC RC number. RC number, a registered company. You need to have a CAC registration number and incorporation document, which is the first step for you to comply with taxes appropriately. So the next step is registering and obtaining a tax identification number. So after you have registered your business with the Corporate Affairs Commission, you need to have a tax identification number, either as a business name or enterprise or limited liability company operating in Nigeria. Tax identification number is very important. So after you have obtained this tax identification number, what next? The next thing you need to do is to register yourself for taxes in the appropriate tax office that is closest to your registered business address, so that you can be able to create a tax promax account. The tax promax account is an online tax account for every businesses operating in Nigeria as a limited liability company. So after you have registered your business with the CAC, you have created a TIN, and then you have created a tax promax account. The next thing you need to do is to register a corporate bank account. So you go to your bank and demand that your company be registered with a corporate bank account. So a corporate bank account helps you to establish credibility, so that people get to patronize you, and it helps the tax authorities to look at you in the eyes of a tax compliant company. And then the fourth step, after you have done this, what next do you need to do? So the next thing to do is to keep accurate record. Accurate tax filing starts from accurate record keeping. Most business owners in Nigeria don't care about their records, but then that is a very important part when it comes to tax filing, because by the time the tax authority notice that you don't have accurate record, they are going to assess you on very high basis based on the BOJ method, which is known as best of judgment. And then best of judgment is not always the accurate position. And when the tax office assess you, of course they can't assess you lower, it will always be higher based on best of judgment. This will be as a result of you not having accurate records. So when you keep accurate record, what next do you need to do? You need to ensure that you file your taxes accurately. There are different types of taxes. There are monthly taxes, and then there is annual taxes. Monthly taxes have to do with value added tax and withholding taxes, then personal income taxes. For you business owners that have multiple staff, you need to register your staff for personal income tax with the State Inland Revenue Services. For Abuja, it's FCTRS. For Lagos, it's Lagos State Internal Revenue Service. You need to register your staff, deduct the taxes from their salary, and pay as appropriate every month. Therefore, value added tax, any business or invoice you want to send to a company, you need to include the VAT element, and then remit the VAT element of that transaction to the government. And also withholding taxes, when you are paying for a services, you are paying your vendor for a service, you withhold a certain percentage based on that transaction, because VAT and withholding taxes are transaction based taxes. So this is what you need to do to file appropriately to ensure that you are tax compliant. So after you have done this, what next do you need to do? You need to understand exemptions. There are exemptions around your business. If you are a small business operating in Nigeria, 0 to 50 million based on the new Nigerian Tax Act, you're a small company and you're supposed to pay 0% in taxes. So as a small company, you need to understand that even though you are supposed to pay 0% in taxes because your turnover for a year is below 50 million, you need to file or you incur penalties. And then there are other incentives that has to do with business and industry based incentives that you need to take advantage on to ensure that your business thrives. So that is why we are here for you. At Cruisewise Consulting, we offer companies these services. You can focus on your business growth while we focus on sorting out your taxes. You can reach out to us on the number displaying on the screen right now so that we can help you engage and sort out your taxes. And also subscribe, like, and turn on your notification for more impactful and knowledge-based videos like this. You don't want to run into tax issues, but then because the penalties interest are very crazy, and then you get to pay exorbitantly for your ignorance. So let's help you sort out your taxes. See you in the next video.